Hi, my name is Brynn Smith. I'm a sophomore social studies education major from outside of Philadelphia. I also have a minor in the honors program. So throughout my time at Ithaca, I've gotten some really cool learning opportunities just through the history department and the education department. For instance, at the end of my freshman year, I got to participate in the Whalon Symposium through one of my history classes, the history of the Caribbean islands. So essentially, I wrote a final paper for that class at the end of my first semester at Ithaca, and the professor actually reached out to me at the end of the semester after reading my paper, basically asking me to organize a panel for the Whalon Symposium of other students in our class, all discussing our final research projects. And the Whalon Symposium is essentially like a huge academic conference that occurs every spring semester of all these Ithaca College students and professors working together, presenting research that they've done throughout the past year on campus. So it's a huge day-long event of all of the different departments at Ithaca, and they give away prizes. It's really fun. It was really cool to organize a panel for it, and it also really was good practice for future academic conferences I might attend and experiencing more like academic dialogues with professors outside of a classroom setting. Another learning opportunity I get through humanities and science is field experience in the education department. So one thing I really like about Ithaca is that they offer you field experience your second semester freshman year if you really want it as an education major, depending on what classes you choose to take. I really like how early the education department can get you into the field because as an education major, you kind of do want to get into the classroom as soon as possible just to figure out if teaching is definitely something you want to do. And I learned a lot from my field experience that I did sophomore year for the first time. I got to go into a charter school in downtown Ithaca, so I got to work with Ithaca City students, and it was really interesting to learn about. Overall, there are many things I like best about my two departments. I really like the education department because they value student opinions in like every decision they make. For instance, if they're looking for a new professor to hire or a new department chair, they offer students the opportunity to ask questions of the finalists for their hiring. And they also offer a period where students can go and get a lesson taught by the finalists for the position, so we can actually experience what their teaching would be like in the classroom and kind of give feedback to the department if this is actually someone that we would want to learn from. The department also really focuses on social justice and diversity, so essentially they're not only teaching us how to teach students in our future, but they're also teaching us how to advocate for students in administration and things like that. The history department I really like because they really do a good job of forming a community with learners and professors, and they always do this through different events like pizza parties and study sessions during finals with a bunch of free food and dessert and stuff, and they bring in different guest speakers for classes and special events. And it just really gives you the chance to talk to professors outside of your class and get to know them in a less academic setting and get to know your fellow students, make friends with the same majors as you and things like that. Overall, I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, and so like choosing to be an education major wasn't really a process for me. It was more deciding where I wanted to be an education major, what college I wanted to go to, and overall I chose to do this major at Ithaca because they could guarantee that as an education major I can study abroad, which is something really rare to find in education programs. And Ithaca, I also just really admired their focus on diversity and social justice and knew I would get a really good education here. So good luck with your college searches. Thank you for watching, and yeah, good luck. Stay healthy.